Om Bhurбhuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam.
So hi everyone, today my guest is a very interesting person, and this is not our first interview actually. So Pavel Kalagin from New York. So hi Paul.
Hi everybody.
Okay, let me introduce you first of all. Okay, Paul is the Sivananda Yoga teacher, and right now okay, he is in his ashram in Brooklyn, New York. So actually it's a Sivananda tradition ashram. And let us actually continue our discussion on basically two traditions, the Sivananda Yoga, to which you belonged. And so I am a Kriya Yoga master, so it means these two traditions, which are basically very famous in the United States and Europe. And we continue our discussion on different questions regarding these traditions. Okay, first, okay, let me start with a very much personal question. How it's happened that you choose Sivananda Yoga years back, or maybe it just happened. Actually, why Sivananda Yoga for you? How it's happened?
Yeah, that's a pretty long story. I've been in many schools. I had different teachers, but I couldn't find harmony. Didn't click, like American people say. You know, like I didn't feel it. It's mine. Like you find the woman, like you don't feel like it's not mine, and that's it. So, and when I came to it was about 15 years ago. I already did yoga for a long time, since I was
actually since your childhood.
Yeah, since I was like 11 years old. But it was much later, already here in America, in New York, especially in Manhattan. So I came to the ashram. It's a big ashram in Manhattan, Sivananda Ashram. Very old, very good one. It's like 5-floor building. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, amazing one. That's a huge one. So many rooms, and when I came, like I told you before already, like it was like I came home. You know, I felt like it's so peaceful. So like it smells nice, very good energy. Like you feel like you're in paradise. You know, like you feel like you want to stay here forever.
Like right.
That's like nobody's bothering you. It's very nice mantras, not too loud. Nobody's like running to you and giving to you something.
Pushing you somewhere.
Exactly. Like you. And I just took the class, and I was surprised how balanced it was. Like between asanas, between pranayamas, between meditation, between everything. It was so balanced. The Swami Sivananda, the master, did it a while ago already for us. So I took many classes before. It was great classes, great teachers, amazing like traditions, but it was no harmony. It was something like sport, you know, like more like soccer or baseball, you know, like kind of sport.
Actually, let me just say that, yeah, really, I think there are two extremes in the many yoga traditions, especially in the West. I mean, the one extreme is like religious fanatical groups, and another extreme is just like sport, totally like physical kind of things. And really what I like about Sivananda Yoga is that's really balanced between like, okay, physical fitness and spiritual development. And the same like with the Kriya Yoga, to which I belong. And let me say a few words. Actually, you have started your meditation and yoga when you were 11 years old. The same happened with me. That's very interesting. 11 years old, that was the beginning of my meditation and yoga. Like and as our viewers may understand, if somebody is 11 years old, not possible to force. I mean, that's not the question that parents say, oh, come on, you have to go and practice meditation. Stupid, not possible. Only if you remember your past lives and you feel, okay, that's natural to meditate, do some breathing exercises, do some yoga, only like a natural free choice of the teenager. And, you know, actually, I came to India for the first time. So let me see. Yeah, I think it was when I was like kind of 22 years old. So actually, and it so happened that I met my guru Yogi Ramayana just immediately, and it was perfect karmic match. I mean, of course, before and after I met my guru, I visited many ashrams, many schools, but anyway, that was my first step into like on Indian soil, and then that was immediately a meeting with my guru. So it was very happy story. But I agree, that's the question of home feeling, and it's not the question that's now is a very important stuff, that it's not the question who is the best or what is the best. The question is what is the best.
It's not competition.
And okay, actually, I like your approach that you now try to push or force people to accept that, okay, Sivananda Yoga is the best. That's really important for Sivananda Yoga, and for Kriya Yoga is the same. We never say that, okay, Kriya Yoga, generally speaking, is the best. We never say like this, and we never push people into like my own school. It's not the question. Anyway, what kind of good piece of advice can you give to the people? How can they understand and search and find which is the best, which school is the best for them? I mean, it's a time consuming to visit hundreds of centers. Okay, how can you lead people, our viewers, how can they quicker understand what is the best for them?
I would say personally, the best way to know it, if you feel not even comfortable but relaxed. That's very important. That's the sign. Like if you feel some tension, like something is bothering you, like, but you don't know what is it even. It might be not yours, might be. You can go second time to check, third time, but the best sign, I heard it from many teachers also, but I'm using it also for my students. Like how do you feel? You feel like relaxed? Like if you feel not even comfortable, it's even deeper. You should feel like calm and peaceful. If you feel peace and joy, I would say, like that's the sign. Like it's gonna be yours like 99%. But if something inside saying to you like if you think like logically, maybe it's mine, maybe it's not mine, I'm not sure yet, so maybe next time we'll see what happens. 99% it's gonna be not yours.
I mean, I fully agree. I fully agree with you that the logic is can't help actually.
Can't help.
The feeling, but
you think like it's yours or not. You can't think it. It's about love. It's about God. It's about even on very simple level. It's already very complete thing, very old, very ancient, very delicate, I would say. Like you should feel it, like music, like painting. You should feel it. You're not saying logically like it is some logic, but a little bit. You know, like just a little bit. Tiny. You don't have to like don't think at all. It's another extreme. Like you should think. Of course, you're human being. You just you speak to people, you hear people, but listen to your heart. And that in just if your heart like intense, like something is bothering you, it's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be good for you. Probably not 100%. But if you feel right away some kind of joy you never felt it before, like it's the first time you feel. It's the first time I feel that relaxed, that good. I feel very secure. That's a good word. Like
Yeah,
secure.
that's interesting.
That's
That really the key words for this experience is peace, joy,
security.
home feeling, like that. Okay, let me ask one more question, because again, let us not to forget that. Okay, Sivananda Yoga and Kriya Yoga, both of them basically came from Himalayas, not just from India, but directly from Himalayas. And we're always mentioning and emphasizing actually that any kind of yoga, any kind of meditation tradition, it's not a part of religion. You can be Hindu, Christian, Jewish, whatever. You don't need to change your religion, and you don't need to be religious. And also the ethnic tradition, okay, you don't need to be Indian to practice meditation and yoga. And by the way, if you go to Indian ashrams and see what's happened while they have a different meditation camps, mostly Westerners are there, because Indians, they prefer more like rituals, pujas, but that's another question. But okay, my question is that the classical, anyway, Indian approach, I'm not sure, maybe it's even universal, but the best choice is to choose your guru, to choose your school, and follow the rest of your life. But some Westerners, especially Westerners, they're really afraid to belong to a certain school, and they think that this is a kind of limitation. Like, for example, if I'm a free person and today I wish to read this kind of books, and tomorrow maybe I wish to read something else, or today I want to mix with these people, tomorrow maybe other group, and this kind of meditation, that how can you say, what is your opinion about necessity, importance, to fix your mind and heart on one tradition? How can you react? Because, okay, you're a Sivananda Yoga teacher, so it means you communicate with the people, students.
Yeah.
How can you react if you know that this person is really concentrated on Sivananda Yoga, and another student, okay, mixing with different traditions? Okay, what is your approach?
Yeah, for me it's pretty easy, because I'm almost blind person, and I can just feel it. I can feel the person. I can see it from inside, like a psychic. Like I can feel it right away. Like I need 1-2 minutes. That's my very big experience, like for the teaching. So I teach very long time. So that's my weapon, I would say. So that's how I realize that's the person, or like we're not supposed to do anything but like together. So I can feel it again by feeling, not by logic. So
but
I can speak a little bit to him. Like I can speak, like, but I already see it's going to be easy to do. It's going to be natural to do and to do classes with him, like, or impossible. It's also happens sometimes.
But my point is, anyway, what can you suggest? What is your opinion if, okay, somebody may say to you that, okay, I wish to practice Sivananda Yoga. Please, Paul, teach me. That's nice. Yeah. But if person is saying, no, I don't wish to belong to Sivananda, though I wish to learn from you something, but okay, I'm at the same time go to the Buddhist center or Kriya Yoga center or this center, Tantric center. So what is your approach? What is your reaction if your student is not ready to focus?
I
understand. Is it a problem for you?
You see, before I didn't care about it. Like many years ago, when I was young, when I was just starting to teach, for me it doesn't matter. Like he can go over there, like different places in the same time, but not anymore. Like for today, it changed like forever. Like he's supposed to be here, otherwise he's not gonna do a good job. Like he's not gonna be concentrated. It's not gonna be any result. So he, with me, especially with my ashram, of course he can go places, but not seriously have another 5 teachers, let's say, like different kind of ways. It's gonna be mixed, and he's gonna be everywhere, but nowhere. That's what it is. You know, like most of my students, they with me. You know, they
okay, that's a pretty clear approach, but how can you comment on such a question like freedom and human rights? I mean, not in a stupid way, but but in a real spiritual way. Freedom, and how can I ready to limit them? Just can you comment on that?
That's pretty difficult question, because each situation is totally different. That's why it's not like one rule about it, like what I'm using it for all people. It's not exist just one rule. Like it depends on the person. It's very, very individual thing. Like basically, that's what it is. For some people, I can be pretty forceful way, like it happens sometimes. So we study very fast, and he's into it a lot, like and we don't have any problems with that. With even if he's other religions or whatever. But with another person, we don't speak about philosophic things like for pretty long time, or maybe never, and just doing asanas. He's just paying, and we're just doing asanas. It happens also. So I have different kind of students. They're all different.
Yeah. That's also interesting point, because actually just now you keep on speaking about a very essential thing, that different students, they have different reasons and motivations to come, because if somebody
different motivation, because some people came for stressful. If I say, okay, like if we nice to each other, if we can, like if it happens, like happen to be like that saying, if I see the person like, and he's saying, Paul, I don't want to study like Vedantic, like Vedic stuff right away. I'm too stressful. Can we work just on stress, like, and then we'll see what happens. I don't say no, like, no, go, like, I say, okay, like, let's do like 2 times a week, like, let's say by 1 hour or 2. Let's work on stress. So another person saying like, I'm very calm person, I don't need stress relief, but very interested about Vedic culture. Can you give me some books or some lectures? I'm saying, okay, we're not gonna do asanas, like we're sitting and I'm talking about and we speak like what he needs. Like another person needs meditation. Let's say, like it's very, very common thing. People like person come, like it was yesterday, let's say.
Yeah, okay.
Like I want to study meditation. I heard about it so many. It's very good for you, but I never did it. Can you teach me how to meditate? But I don't want to do asanas, let's say. I'm explaining it kind of. It's all together. It's a system. Like you're not. You don't have to do it. It's not like you must do asanas to meditate. But it's better. It's better. But if you don't want to, I'm going to teach you meditation. Let's do it.
I think that what is actually important is that if the motivation, let us come back to the reason and motivation, if the motivation is, okay, to be, okay, relax and to experience freedom from stress, if you can describe, then actually no question about religious concentration. They just come to you for the breathing exercises and the physical postures. But if they come for the meditation and the philosophical stuff, then for sure the step-by-step, the question about devotion and a concentration on certain tradition is really step-by-step becomes serious. And I may say that in because I belong to the Kriya Yoga tradition, in most of the branches of the Kriya Yoga, all the masters, teachers, and the gurus are very strict. They just demand concentration. But let me say I'm exception, because I approach people the way you did it years back. Actually, because my approach is like in a Kriya Yoga tradition, basically it's impossible just to discuss physical fitness, because it's anyway, Sivananda Yoga can discuss just the physical fitness and then spiritual development. In the case of Kriya Yoga, actually, we just straight away speak about self-development, because we have mantras, we have meditations. And strictly speaking, Hatha Yoga is not a part of Kriya Yoga, but we do practice Hatha Yoga, but that's not the real part. So it means, anyway, for me personally, just my choice, that I never demand that person who is learning meditation, Kriya Yoga meditation from me, as long as this is not a contradiction, confusion, etc. for somebody, that's okay for me personally, but that's my choice.
Confusion, that's a good word, If it's
sorry?
not confusion.
But the question of confusion, if confusion may happen because of this mix, then of course I can advise, so come on, better to choose. But if there's not any confusion, then actually why not? Because even if we take the most famous Kriya Yoga master, who is Yogananda Paramahamsa, for those who don't remember, he lived in the United States, in the Indian guru. He spent years and years in the United States, and that was back in the first half of 20th century. So Yogananda is not more anymore with us. He passed away, I believe, 1952. Anyway, we have two huge volumes, actually two huge books, the commentaries to the Bhagavad Gita written by Yogananda and commentaries to the Gospel written by Yogananda. Both are based on Kriya Yoga meditation approach to the spirituality. And that's interesting. Let us say that Sivananda, Swami Sivananda, the founder of Sivananda Yoga, actually he lived actually the same time like Yogananda, the first half of the 20th century. But anyway, Sivananda, his main ashram was in Rishikesh, Himalayas, and Sivananda was more traditional Indian guru, and Yogananda's main ashram was South California. So it's the huge difference. And Yogananda, of course, was more a kind of modern guru. and he was easily mixing at least Vedic Hindu philosophy of Bhagavad Gita with the gospel Christian Bible philosophy. But let us say Yogananda really, he was demanding concentration. In different schools of Kriya Yoga, they have different approach, and for me it's like more like freedom, but let me repeat, till the moment you experience any kind of confusion, etc. So, okay, let me complete this video for today. And I think, another bunch of important questions and the practical questions for the yoga and meditation practitioners. And of course, I have a lot of questions more, and I hope we'll discuss it next time with you. So thank you very much, Paul, for your time. I really appreciate. I know that you are extremely busy person, with all your wonderful classes, yoga classes, etc. So in the very end, of course, naturally, my question is, how can people find you in internet? So Paul Kalagin, and Google it, and that's all, right?
Yeah, that's the best way. Yeah, just Google it, Paul Kalagin or Pavel Kalagin, and that's gonna be the way.
Oh, okay, and then people can email you. They can also read a lot of interesting information stuff, like articles and videos, by the way. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Paul, and thank you very much, all guys. Then see you next time. God bless you.
God bless you. See you.
Om Bhurбhuvassuham Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam